How's it going, everyone? I wanted to take you through a little bit of a unique way to use a couple things that you have laying around. So we've got some fish that we're making tonight. I want to show you what's going on. Come here and check it out. We've got a hot pan here. It's pretty hot. We're going to add some olive oil to that. And we're going to start it off with some chopped onion and some chopped garlic. You can hear that it's just sauteing in there. Give this a couple turns. It's a good time to add a little bit of salt and a few turns of fresh pepper. We're basically going to put the fish right into the same pan here once we start the sauce making process, which we are. So we've got some sweated sauteed onions here. To that we're going to add some capers. If you don't have capers, don't worry about it. I just happen to have some. Make sure that they're rinsed if you are going to use capers. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of crushed fresh Roma tomatoes with the skins and everything. You can use diced, you can use canned, doesn't have to be fresh. There you go. I got a lot of rosemary. I'm still going to be using it, so I'm just going to add a sprig of rosemary in there. I've got a little bit of herbs de Provence. Just a pinch. If you don't have herbs de Provence, you could use dried thyme, you could use Italian seasoning or no seasoning at all. It's just fine without it. Next, I got the white wine. We're gonna add a little bit of white wine in there. A couple glugs. Let's turn the heat up all the way as best you can. And I also reserved the liquid when the fish actually defrosted. Their frozen codfish fillets. I saved that juice. I'm going to use that. And now you can actually see that you built a lot of nice, tasty flavor in there. Without doing anything to the fish, I'm just going to lay the fillets in right on top of that sauce. All right. Now, I'm not going to salt these yet because it's going to be reducing, and I don't want to make it overly reduced and overly salty. Now, because these codfish fillets are rather small, they're not too thick, they're not going to take that long to cook either. So you can go ahead and add the vegetable part. I've got some asparagus here, fresh asparagus. I'm just going to lay that kind of right over the top. We're making a little bridge over these fish, and it's just going to steam in there really nice. I got some lemon. Just going to put a squeeze of half of a Meyer lemon in here, just kind of around, and then pop the lid on, and you're going to have a really nice fish. I'm just going to put it over a moderate heat, leave the lid on it. Next, while that's going on, you can actually do something else. I got a lot of leftovers. I'm going to show you how I used them. Got another hot little pan here, some olive oil. If you watched the spatchcock chicken episode, you'll remember these roasted vegetables that used to live underneath that chicken that we had in the oven. I saved those, took the lemons out, and chopped up the roasted carrot, celery, and onion, and those garlic cloves. And this is going to be the base of our lentil soup here. Just gonna warm that up. I have some fresh jalapenos. I took the seeds out. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. Just something to make it a little bit, break up some of that roasted mirepoix flavor. Next, I got some lentils. You can get these, they're about $1 a pound. If you spend more than $1, you overpaid. But I got almost, close to half a bag's worth, half a pound worth. Just gonna add the lentils right on top of that vegetable. Give that a nice coat. You want all the lentils to kind of just toast, just kind of coat in some of that oil. And once you see that they're all evenly shiny and they're looking really nice, you can go ahead and finish it with some stock. Over the week, we've been blanching vegetables. I saved all of the water that we blanched the vegetables with, and this is very much like a vegetable stock. I'm just going to go ahead and add that. Just enough to cover the lentils. You don't want them necessarily swimming in it. You want it to be more of like a stew than a soup, and they're going to absorb some of that liquid along the way while they're cooking, so we're just going to keep checking that. The other thing that we did was the sauce that we made with that chicken. I saved the leftover sauce. I'm just going to put a couple spoonfuls of that really rich chicken sauce. You can see how much body it has to it, and that's going to make a lot of flavor for this soup, but it's also going to add that richness and that savory chicken flavor. And of course, naturally, we have that whole chicken. We didn't use all of it. I've got just a little bit of chicken meat left. Took it off the bone, obviously, diced it up, and we're going to put that right into our lentils. And this will take maybe about a half an hour, maybe less. We're just going to do that over a moderately low heat and keep checking it to make sure that it's absorbing all that liquid. I hope you give this a shot. Come here, take a look at this one before we go. You can see how it's cooking up really nicely. This will be ready in about 2-3 minutes. I'll let you know how it goes next time.